Why did the chicken cross the road to buy Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is pampu. So everybody wants to get some Bitcoin. It looks very good, guys. I hope you're doing well. Yesterday, the max pain is towards the upside and it's still towards the upside. So I think, shorters are getting wrecked. People that close their long positions after the previous pump over here. And my theory was that, there are no long positions right now. Everybody's shorting this, this top up here towards downside. And, if we go towards upside up here, that is, might be just the, the max pain for everybody, right? Unfortunately, there are a couple of things that are happening on the charts that might indicate that we are hitting some kind of top. On the other hand, it looks very, very good. But, resistances are there to be broken. Resistances are not, levels, that we should be fearing. At one point, every resistance level gets broken in a bull market. But, we are coming very close to certain resistance levels. So let's see what's actually happening up here. And you'll see that, previous, downtrend over here and sideways motion and accumulation zone is actually quite broken. So one of the most bullish things that right now that's happening right now with this move towards the upside is that we are, after this, breakout above the 200 moving average and this sideways motion up here, we are actually pumping towards the upside. I'm always worried when we break any kind of, very important resistance level and we start zigzagging just above that resistance level. The longer this actually takes, the weaker the price is. So once you break some kind of resistance level, you need to pump, right? If you have some kind of channel towards upside, right, you will often see, break of the channel and then you'll see, zigzag up here. This is actually very, very bad. You never want to see that. When you break resistance level, you want to see zigzag and very fast pump to a continuation towards upside. You don't want to see long zigzag pattern because that often gets back in the channel and then maybe even breaks towards downside. So once you break a certain resistance level, you want to see that pump, especially very, very important resistance level. So 200 moving average up here on the daily time frame, these stops up here, 200 moving average, these are important resistance levels. We broke that, we started zigzagging. I was like, there might be chance for this to pull back, but we broken everything and the max pain is towards upside, so we should expect move towards upside. So right now it is pumping towards upside, and the big question is, where are the next resistance levels? Why are we stopping up here? Because previously up here, this is the 30k top up here. Right now we're coming to that 30k again. So the question is whether this is going to break towards upside, or do we have a more consolidation up here at 30k before we break, and then 32k before we break, and then 35k, and so forth, so forth. There has been a couple of very nice channels down here on the bottom that we have broken, and there is there is only one channel that's right now giving us resistance. So it doesn't matter how you draw this line up here. If you draw something like this over here or something like this over here, everything is broken. Even down here, this is this is still broken. There is one way you can draw a channel up here and go something like this over here, where it goes something like this up here, and this is the only way you can draw the channel that we haven't broken. But this is a different kind of channel. On any kind of chart there will be several channels, and any kind of part movement, I mean, there will be several channels, and which one is the one that's important, that kind of depends. But you'll see right now that this 30k resistance is psychological resistance, is major resistance previously over here. So 30k is gonna be tough to break, but if you can break 30k, it's gonna be around 32k and so forth, and then 35k, and after that it's gonna be 46k if you've been following this channel. Now that said, this looks very, very good because the moving averages, we are above all moving averages on the daily time frame. We are above all moving averages on the weekly time frame, although we have not closed the candle yet, but we are above 200 moving average over here, and it does look like it just might actually do that because it's only Friday, today, Saturday, and Sunday left to actually close this candle over here. So it does look good on the weekly time frame. On the monthly time frame as well, let me just wait for the moving averages to load up, and 200 moving, there is no 200 moving average. You can see up also here that on the monthly time frame we came into the moving averages, moving averages mess down here, and right now we are bouncing off of that. So even that looks good, and there are no divergences on the monthly time frame up here. Everything looks still nice. So even if we break this towards upside, I don't think there will be any kind of divergence on the chart. So everything looks very, very nice, and this is very slow move towards upside without any impulsive moves or anything like that, so the warrants are not quite there yet. MACD, we already had a MACD cross, and right now it looks like he wants to go above the zero line up here on the monthly time frame, which is very, very good. So the Bitcoin does look actually very healthy, and weekly time frame, monthly time frame looks very, very nice. What you're gonna see here on the weekly time frame is that we get a couple of resistance level to break, but we've broken so much since the bottom down here. You see this bottom down here held very nicely, then we start climbing up here, broke this resistance level over here, and then we continue. There has been other resistance level up here on the way towards the upside, but everything is broken. Everything is broken up here. Even this right now it's getting broken up here towards the upside, and there are not a lot of resistance level left. So right now we're coming into this 30k level area, and you'll see right over here at the top that there is a little bit more resistance left. But once this 30k to 30.6k levels are actually broken towards the upside up here, everything is actually gone. Because if we can close up here around 30k right now this week, all of this is actually broken, and then there is only this 30 to 36k resistance left. And once you break that, there is actually nothing left. I mean, there are a couple of channels and stuff like that, right? And we know that there will be some kind of resistance up here at 30.2k or something like that. Let me just draw quickly the channel up here. I think the channel goes something like this over here, give or take. And you'll see right now that the resistance up here, the next after is 30.30 from 30 to 30.6k. The next resistance level is at 32k levels, right? Again, so we are still in the channel, in the bigger channel, but we are breaking the midline, we are breaking above the moving averages, we are breaking above everything. So it does look very, very good and healthy. And this move up here as well, so this move that's right now happening over here, it's not very impulsive move. It's not something like this up here just pulls back. It's a kind of slow move up here towards the resistance, broke that, consolidated slowly, continuing towards the upside. I do believe that there might come some kind of consolidation up here, some kind of rejection, some kind of there will be pullbacks, but we cannot be bearish right now. And if you remember down here, we talked about that this might actually break on the downside. We knew already what needs to happen if we want to become bearish, right? So we wanted bearish, but there was a chance that this is going to break below the 50 moving average up here. That would be bad. There is support levels up here. If that happened, that's very, very bad. That did not happen. We actually bounced. Everybody's very, very happy about that, and right now it's going towards upside. Right now we cannot be bearish. I mean, the bearish times are over right now, and we gotta be bullish because everything is broken. Literally everything, almost not literally everything is broken, but major levels that needs to be broken are broken. The only thing we're waiting for right now is for the weekend to actually play out and close this candle above the 200 moving average again, because this 200 moving average on the weekly time frame has been very majestically important level for Bitcoin. Over here you see up here, failed that to break that towards upside, failed that to break towards upside, held the 200 moving average, broke below that into the box, and right now it's again above that. So the 200 moving average up here, it's very, very important. And as soon as we start breaking even this resistance at 30k and 32k, I mean, there's a little bit resistance left, but once this 30 and 32k resistance level is broken, we are definitely seeing something like 35k. 35k is also a very important level of resistance. If you go to the monthly time frame up here, that's this bottom down here, you'll see that that's at what level is that? That's at 35k level. So that's the 35k resistance. That the monthly resistance also needs to be important. Up here is all the way 45k resistance, and we have reasons to believe that this is going to go all the way up to 45, 46k by the Mladen's analysis. So we're gonna see that, and we like that. But everything looks very nice, guys. Everything looks very nice. The chicken did buy Bitcoin. Maybe he bought something else beside Bitcoin as well. We are a little bit unsure about that, but we are pretty sure he bought Bitcoin. The chicken bought the Bitcoin. That said, I will be following what's happening on the chart, and I will keep you updated if something major happens. But this is already major, but it's not as major as actually it was yesterday and before that, right? This move over here was actually a major move. This is the important move right now. This over here consolidation before retest up here at 30k, and the 32K. But you know, breaking these two, that's the juicy stuff. That's the juicy stuff. And there is one more thing. Yeah, the channel up here. Yeah, I can just mention it. Like we said before, we like the move. It is nice move. It is bullish move. It goes towards upside. But it does needs to do one thing before we go, you know, totally, you know, gung-ho on the Bitcoin, and that's the move outside of the channel, unfortunately. So, you know, we are still in the channel, everything is good, but still, it's still sideways motion since, you know, March 2023. It's still, it's still sideways motion. So, you know, we are happy, but, you know, we are not ecstatic and euphoric happy just yet. But outside of the channel, above 32K, I mean, we're gonna be very, very happy, guys. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. Chicken is having a nice day. I hope you are having a nice day. I'll see you to, you know, another time. Where is my outro? Bye-bye.